We are back. We're back at the same point we just got the last cutscene that we saw. It's helpful that we ended, but the last thing we did was see a cutscene, because I knew exactly where to stop. It wasn't as painful as I was expecting it to be. In fact, what I learned is I apparently sucked at this the first time. Like, look at this. Look at that. Like, what was I doing to make it take that much longer the first time? That's kind of wild, but anyway. Less time has passed and so less advancements have happened. I think everyone has bows, and that's the most advanced the weapons have got. Like, we've not even gotten to rapid-fire bows yet. Sadame's men still have landmines. Akame's people got the weird bouncy ball. But there's a few... We've not seen them get their bows, so here's what it looked like. Here's what they like to shoot. Because we need to know precisely what's going on, don't we?
I bring you a bow.
I bring you a bow. Thwips! Right through him, look, the funny guy. I'm pretty sure that's blasphemy you've just committed.
People won't think the Amarita faith is weak now, will they? This will please our divine Amarita.
The lean she does is delightful. And there's also, I don't know if we've seen this one, but it's called Numerous Tricks. And I don't know, like, nothing really happens in it that's particularly remarkable, but I don't know why it's called this. See if you can feast your eyes on this and see if you can spot the trick for me, because I couldn't see one. Look. I'm tricking you, turn it around. Yeah, look at me, look at my face. Oh, maybe that's the trick.
Your light is dawning.
The leg goes so fast.
With the Asuka ninja under our command, I can see an end to this war with both peace and this kingdom being ours for the taking.
Indeed.
We shall see a glorious day. Life in peace.
A true fast leg moment for all of us. Right, so that's... And the other thing is... Yeah, so the last thing I did was kill his samurai general, because he was getting far too powerful for my liking. I feel like the level of trust everybody has... Like, I'm doing slightly better with Akame, but generally it's lower. So we're not in quite as good of a position. But I think the next person I wanted to help was Sadame? Steal Ichijo's rice. Let's just do normal rice. Let's not have fancy attacks on everybody. Let's just do normal rice and see if we can, because everybody's having a bad moment for rice at the day. We had a recent locust problem, and I think that's what caused it. So I'm just going to move rice around the kingdom for a bit.
This won't be easy.
And see if I can stop everybody from collapsing in on themselves. Long enough to cause a trifle. Oh no, don't take the fish! I want it. You fish thieving fuckwad. Oh, another thing I learned from a loading screen hint. You're not going to bother me? I can just go past you. It's logs! Ugh. But yeah. What I learned is that how frequently your house gets attacked depends on how much time you spend messing with the barbarians. So, like, it's retaliatory in nature. You attack them, they attack you back, basically. Which is kind of interesting, because, like, you pick a mission fighting a barbarian, you avoid pissing off any of the other lords, but your house comes under scrunch. So it's sort of an interesting little trade-off there. It's interesting how all these mice came to exist. Can I convince you that the Welsh Parliament is indeed made of moss? I know I've tried this before, but I can't remember if it worked or not. It's working! It's me, Working Joe. Here to function correctly. Ho ho, come off the cliff, please. Down you go. Or the neck. Never know. You'll never know, you're too silly. I don't know if you can spot me from where you're stood. You're a weirdo I could do without. Oh, fuck! Well, I fell quite far. I fell quite far, but I'm fine in the end. Whew. I feel like I'm getting better at jumping on people's heads and snapping their necks as well. I'm homing in on what precisely I'm supposed to be doing. To make it happen. On the fucking Today Show. You've heard of the Tonight Show? This one's a little earlier. No. You don't know. You damn fool. You utter fool. You've done it. You've had it done. You got scrunched. Oxcart, Dad. Intriguing. That's intriguing to hear you say, splouse, splouse, splouse. So then, who? Twit to woo. Twit to woo, I say to you, and I move the rice as well. You've dropped a funny lizard for me. I thought I saw something on the ground, and it was true. It was true every day. Put my backpack on. Ha ha ha. I've got a special backpack that I'm allowed to put on when I say something that turns out to be true. It's a little reward for me. I can carry more objects with me, like a packed lunch, 2 daggers, and a whole lot of stones, yes. You'll find out what I do with those later. Carry rice to the destination. Find delight. Yeah, you see? Immediately they come back. I wasn't even seen by anyone. How did they know? Well, because I wasn't seen. They're like, only one person is... I say Carstairs, only one person is capable... Oh, right, I've not moved the lizards out of my back pocket, have I? I've invested in some wind-up lizards and things. A remote lizard, which is apparently useful for reconnaissance. What are you about? Goes upstairs and does everything to make everyone upset. I will send you as a present to... Feels like your vibe. Feels like it might be your vibe, I'll have you there. These are just in my pocket, and I don't anticipate an immediate need, but they are. They are here nonetheless. Do we have much? I need to specifically deal with the speed situation. Although I do need unconsciousness as well. Where's my unconscious potion? We've restored the trait, but I think these have been swapped. But we have the unknowing. I'm investing in confusion. I think the problem with the confusion smoke when I used it is that it didn't last long enough, so I'm trying to make a more powerful one. Yeah, Sleepy Joseph is not up to... Nah, that's the wrong way, anyway. Explosive plant. Where's true horror? That's the wrong way. Here we are. Here we are on the shore. And then... I I might honestly bake this herb. Wow, that backfired horrifically. It didn't even help. I think I was wrong about the 100 situation. I think I am trying to get them to, like, each individual value to 100. Once I checked the wording again, because it said you could use swap weed to fix it if you got the wrong thing, and like that doesn't make sense if it's just like 100 ingredients. So I've thought better of that. Maybe I should get Kiku one of these. I can just buy all the warriors. I'm not bothering, because another development, I'll just go in and do this, because I'm fairly confident now. I've just got the Yojimbo in there. I've made the garden mostly the same, but it's just the Yojimbo guarding it. And that seems to be the way to... Like, he will rinse most of them before they get to my house. So honestly, like, that seems to be the strategy, and I've made sure to keep it well under the object limit. Look at all this. Mostly the same. Tall garden, of course, iconic. Looks slightly different, maybe. We've got a pond here instead of a stream. There's my lad. I've made a small mountain over there just so that I have another way out. In the event that, like, one of them runs up there, and trying to deploy the grappling hook takes too long. What do you think you're up to? And where are you up to it? Yeah, you thought you could fall down. You thought you could fall down and trick me! Ow. That hurt. That fell down and tricked me. Dead one. So hopefully... And I'm not saving before I go into them anymore, because it might crash. And I know that now. So there we are. Haha! On the stairs you die! Wackery folk. Oh, who's doing it? Who did it? Who's done it? Where? Look behind you, you clown! Where have you gone? There have you gone. Aha. You thought this whole time that you could get away with me, but you were actually just getting away from yourself. You were just getting away from the pixie machine. Should I have, like, given you a patrol path? Would that maybe have, like... Because you're not really... Deal with them, then. What am I paying for? What am I paying you for? Maybe I will give him one and see if that, like... resets him back to a more favourable position. I just sort of assumed he would go back there on his own, but I guess... Well, I guess I'm wrong. You die. You die in all the ways we expect you to. It's not a remarkable heron. It's really rather ordinary, but it gets results. No, not you! Well, that's a shame. He'll come back to life in the next instance, but that's... We hate to see it all the same. But there's only one left, and we know where he is. He's here. I think we've not lost anything. I think we've not lost anything. I've got the superb garden format. There it is. We just need one guy going around, cutting them all to pieces and having a great day. Edit the garden. We'll give him the patrol moment. Didn't even need to use my mountain escape tactic. So there we are. It all works out when the guy goes around, doesn't it? Please select him. It's not going well. Patrol settings. You can't patrol to a tree. I want to patrol to a tree. Make you walk around here. And then that's your path. And that'll do, really. That'll do, I think. Was I putting strength geckos into anything? Now, the rat's done with strength geckos at the moment. The soup is going... Trite Bevy. Trite Bevy, I can't imagine having much use for strength potion, but it's another 100 in the bag, so I may as well, mightn't I? Oh. Just had this in my pocket, apparently. Right, because you had, knockout effects as well, I'm guessing. Is the reason I didn't immediately throw you in the bin. Oh right, the Bingus batch has 2 effects in it now because I put a valuable gecko in it, which I didn't know was what. I thought it just increased the amount of... Like, I thought it made the amount remaining go up and that was it. But, like, it means my stuff does other things now, which, to be honest, is just another number that I now have to keep track of, so I'm a little concerned that might become too complicated for little old me. What letters have we got? How soul fragments work? Those soul fragments are certainly mysterious, but they're crystals containing you. Anyone can use them to view your memories, but just using them in this way will not cause them to disappear, even if you are the one doing the viewing. Very small fragments can't be used to view the past, however, I discovered this when I tried looking into some of the smaller fragments that surrounded the first soul fragment I found. You have probably noticed that they're warm, and they're strange, and they're cold, and they've got filled with clams. I tried licking one. It tasted like a water wheel. How do you know what a water wheel tastes like, please? Well, you go round licking water wheels for a living, master. If you leave one in the garden, it'll scare the birds away. That's wild. It's wild that you're using your own memories as a scarecrow. Someone could steal that. Those are important to you. What if a magpie runs out? We know you're a famous general. We know we've seen this. I just want it off my letters. I'm just clearing notifications. The news. Oh. You immediately got your rice robbed by the Kenobi? Right off the bat like that? Well, you want me to get grass as well? Branded rice? Oh. It's a poisoned rice. I thought you were just breaking into the rice market. I think you're next up. We don't oft do a total destruction mission. I feel like we've mostly become a delivery weirdo. I'll do this because you're next on my list of people to work for. Be careful not to blow yourself up with your own bomb. I thought the one above that said you will receive a liver reward. Ah, yes. Do you mind if I pay you in liver? It's got lots of antioxidants? I think that's true. It contains something that's generally good for you. There's a reason to have one of them. I mean, obviously there's a reason to have a liver, that's not what I'm talking about. It'll detoxify you, but be careful, it may be plotting to betray you. Nah, that's the appendix that plots to betray you. Where are ye? I don't like biscuits, and I don't like your face. There are a lot of you, huh? You die. You die. A lot of dead ones. Right. And then honestly, how do I get you to move? Because I don't know that I can do you from above because you're like under a lip. You're under a little. There we go. I just needed to go up a little bit to prepare you. secrets of preparation are always present in my memory. You're there. Any lad in the... Who knows? Who knows the truth? Oh, I know where this is. I've moved rice past here before. I have a friend somewhere in this world. Oh, I've got 2 friends. Am I helping someone to help the mad clan of...
Huh?
You're one of Akame's guys. So you are... a friend. A friend to the Fish Empire. Die. Perish and rot in your own ignorance. Unable to obtain the crystal calipers. What's a caliper again? Why did you need one this fancy? Are you just being silly for the sake of silliness? Snoofer statues. Yes, the nose. The good nose. Look at them both. They're very good being here and made of stone. On such short notice. Jumping around and going around. Another one under a lip.
Utakata Castle should be finished soon. Let it be named Amarita Castle.
Oh, hello. There's another one there. Who would have absolutely rumbled me. You'd have rumbled the ruse. Take that.
Yes. Utakata Castle should be finished soon.
How many do we have
Let
left?
it be named Amarita Castle.
It feels silly to waste like an exploding chicken or something on you, but can I just like run along and get you? Can I just run up the stairs and be sick? I'm gonna wait for the next time you have a crafty little peek around. Wait until you see reason. Are you going to? Is this a... Ah, here we are. I'm impossible to see. Take that.
Leave your destiny to me.
Leave your destiny to me. I'll stab everybody that you dislike. Yes, that's the coins we like to see. How's that for a rhythmic radish? Who's gonna say hello? Sickening. You're happy about it. What are you sickened by? Oh, I'm so sickened. The stone. It's just the guy. No!
Why can't anyone bring me good news?
Bloody hell.
We can't lose after all this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
It was like 8 guys. Calm down.
Now, I won't lose any of it.
Damn. I mean, at least she's passionate. Oh, you've like really lost most of your bodyguards, lads. Wonderful gift. You're really happy about it. You can have an item. Is there anything else I wanted? Well, I didn't pick anything up. No. But what do I want to buy? Is there any things? I can't wait to get a long grappling hook. That's going to be so good to have. I can't wait until it exists. I may as well get this for Kiku. Just on the off chance, you understand? Just on the off chance that a radish might work. I still never looked into, like... Oh, do I have to, like, switch characters and then... That's a bit of a... You couldn't get a use on prompt going? Like, use on Kiku, use on Go. Oh, Kinu. Who's Kiku? I'm thinking of the bloody One Piece character. Right, well, thank you for showing up, but I don't need you here. I never looked into if, like, changing characters, like, confuses them so they don't know you're working for the silly people that are otherwise other people. You know what I meant. Midoriya. Rice. Move the Kenobi for the truth. I think it's your turn. I think I'm going right to left right now. So I'll do it, and then this'll be the one we end the episode on.
I'm starving.
I'm so good at riding on the big blue object.
Hey, Ninja! Protect me!
Protect me
Stay near me.
today. Protect me today from all the people who want the will.
Okay. There is in fact one exit. You're not going to be like a dickhead and wander off, are you? Should I like...
Hey, wait!
Should I like foolproof myself against this now? Oh, I'm about to like run into someone. What are you doing, sir?
Kidnapping. Such a disgusting act. What?
I'm remembering now that I don't like this mission type. Are you willing to just, like, wait there? Weird place to wait, but nobody seems to be bothering you. It's not ideal, but it's not inideal. It's not completely fucked. I just gotta make sure the rooftops are clear of all sorts of nuisances and scrambuses. The last thing you want's a scrambus going on. Who's a scrambus? Where? You're right there, and I cannot see where you are facing. Okay. Come to think of it, you're so close that were you not facing away from me, you would have made that evident by attacking me at this point. So really, oh, it's fine. Nobody's coming past. All right, and we are there. So, that's nice and painless, isn't it? Just a nice painless trip through the Who suddenly exists around here? You're there. You're not going to be a hindrance. I don't think you're going to be a problem, or you would have come up the first time, wouldn't you? It's really that simple. Hello, sir. Come this way. Why did you, knowing your life was in danger, immediately run to the most open area you could? Hide behind something. I will find you, that's my job. I wish there was like a wait here button. It's what you need for this. Why is there another one? Why does somebody else exist now? It's fine. It's fine, we got through. Nobody being anywhere is gonna be anywhere about me. A dog! Ooh, a herb. Where's the guy? You're the guy. Shut up, snitch. Snitch Binkus. The most Binkus of the snitches. And the worst one we've ever encountered, The silly one with his eyes in the wrong way round. Where are you? Come on. Go home. Go home to your papa and tell him I won.
Phew.
Look at
I'm not
this.
too bad.
That wasn't too bad, actually. You're not the worst person I've ever had to escort somewhere. I will grant you that much. But who is? What's their identity? Will we ever find out? I suppose you may just have to tune in next time and see if you do, won't you? Goodbye. Grandmaster, for you. It's the name of my ninja firm.